Well, Sharon, we are expecting windy conditions into the overnight hours. Wind advisories and high wind warnings already kicking in for us for the Southland. So we're going to go over those in just a minute. First, we do want to take you outside to the Santa Monica Pier, where there's plenty of people out and about tonight. You're going to see right here the fog starting to move in. So already getting cooler at the coast. Here at the Broadcast Center in Studio City, we're at 68, so starting to get a little more mild. 71 in San Dimas, 79 in Palmdale. And as we head over to Santa Clarita, you're at a pretty warm 71 degrees. So we got quite warm today, got up into the 90s, the 80s, the 70s. Looks like we're going to do it again tomorrow. Temperatures might be peaking, and until then, we're looking at very windy conditions. We've got a high wind warning in store for the overnight hours for the Ventura County Mountains, also for the LA County Mountains as well. And right now you'll see winds gusting at about, well, 20 plus miles an hour. Sustained winds are at 18 miles an hour for Palmdale, 13 for Gorman, and you're going to see calmer conditions elsewhere through the basin at the coast. But again, to the overnight hours, we are expecting windier conditions, so we're going to continue to track those conditions for you as we move through the next few hours here. Temperature-wise, earlier today downtown, you made it to 79 degrees. Average is 75, and record numbers 100. Didn't get anywhere close to that. We were above average, and we're staying above average for now, but not for long. So we're going to have that extended forecast coming up for you in just a little bit. Back to you.
You know, I found it to be sneaky warm today.
Sneaky warm.
It felt like it just snuck up. It wasn't. It felt like it wasn't supposed to be warm, but it was.
What is sneaky warm?
Where you're not ready for it.
It was blazing today. I thought.
It was really hot, and it's going to blaze again tomorrow as well. It's going to be pretty hot as well. But this time it won't sneak up on you.
Oh, because now.
Because I told you in advance.
See? Okay, good.
So it won't
you could have called me over the weekend.
You're lost when Evelyn is not.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to wear.
Yeah, there we go. That's what happens when the weekend rolls around. So I'll have your forecast for the weekend and, of course, the work week as well. And we're going to call it just plain hot, especially inland as we head into tomorrow. Some of that fog rolling in, though. So I talked to some folks out on the coast, and they said, ooh, it's cold. And I said, well, not here at the Broadcast Center in Studio City. We're at 6. And winds, yes. Exactly. See, you're paying attention. I love it. So, yes, we're going to get winds tonight. Overnight winds kicking in. Several wind advisories already in store. We actually have a high wind warning in store into the overnight hours. It kicked in at 6 o'clock, and it's staying in effect through tomorrow. So, gusty winds already in the forecast. Temperatures pretty mild. Again, right here at the Broadcast Center, we're at 68. 60s out there for the most part, with a few 70s left over from the day. Earlier today, well, we almost made it to 80 degrees in downtown. We made it to 79. Average is 75 degrees, and record numbers 100. So didn't get close to the century mark, but we did make it above average, and we're going to continue to see above average temperatures as we head into the next 24 hours. A very similar forecast tomorrow, 50s, 60s, and by the afternoon, mostly sunny in the basin. 79 for downtown. Santa Monica, 72. So nice forecast at the coast. Palmdale, 95. Riverside, 89. And Woodland Hills, you're getting up to 92 degrees by tomorrow afternoon. So it's going to be a pretty warm one as we head into the afternoon hours tomorrow. But remember, until then, windy in the overnight hours. And we're also looking at onshore flow starting to kick in. So that onshore flow is going to start to really pick up that wind. We're looking at morning cloud cover as well, mainly along the coast with a little more sunshine by the afternoon. And, well, we're staying warm, in fact, hot in some spots for now. And we're saying for now because low pressure is eventually starting to, well, drop down into our forecast. And when it gets here, we're expecting significantly cooler temperatures out there. But for now, again, we are still looking at a warm forecast. High pressure is still dominating, but you'll see that low eventually swinging into our forecast. And with that cool air dropping down to Southern California, that cooler air is going to drop temperatures down a good maybe even 20 degrees in some spots by the end of the week. So the big question now is, well, is it going to get nicer for the weekend? It is a holiday weekend, so of course we're going to be outside. We do want that nice weather, right? So the answer to that question, well, we're getting a little warmer as we head into Saturday, and I will tell you, we're even warmer as we head into your Sunday and your Monday, so we're going to have more on that Memorial Day forecast, of course, coming up as we move through the week. We're going to continue to update you on that, but for the valleys and the Inland Empire, we're in the 90s tomorrow, 80s on Wednesday, low 80s by Thursday, and cooling it down to the 70s, a good 20. Exactly 20 degrees cooler as we head into your Friday. About 10 degrees cooler as we head to the basin in Orange County. You're going to see upper 70s turning to low 70s, turning to upper 60s by the end of the week. So we're really going to feel that difference later in the week. And for the coast, well, we're still warm. Then we're expecting more sunshine and still warm on Wednesday. We're lagging a little bit with that cool down. But once we get to Thursday and Friday, we're down into the 60s. We're in the mid 60s, calling it mostly cloudy by your Friday, and by your Saturday, just a little bit warmer as we move into your Memorial Day weekend. Rick and Sharon, back to you. Okay, that was one of the best tosses ever, I think. All right, let's get to the forecast. How about that? We've got limited time here. We're going to take you outside this evening, and we are getting a look from Mount Wilson. It looks like right there, and we're looking at mostly clear skies into your inland spots. Fog starting to make its way to the coast. 60s and 70s out there right now. 71 in San Dimas, 71 in Santa Clarita, and 65 degrees right now in downtown. We are dealing with, well, high wind warnings in effect for the Ventura County Mountains, the LA County Mountains, and right there through the Santa Clarita Valley, we're looking at a wind advisory. So all of these warnings and advisories already kicking in, and we are expecting very windy conditions into the overnight hours. As we get a look at your 5-day forecast right here, you're going to see for the Basin in Orange County, flirting with 80 tomorrow, nice and warm and sunny by Wednesday, but introducing a little more cloud cover for your Thursday. Cooler temperatures by your Friday and a mix of clouds and sun as we head into your Saturday. Rick and Sharon, back to you. Well, Lena and Sylvia, we are expecting a few changes in the forecast. It was pretty warm today. If it was a little too hot for you, well, you're in luck because temperatures are eventually cooling down. We're taking a look right now at Long Beach, and as we do, a little bit of cloud cover making its way to the coast. Otherwise, we're actually looking at clear conditions and pretty warm conditions into your inland spots, but the big story now is that wind. The wind starting to kick in to the overnight hours. You'll see 70 Santa Clarita right now, 76 in Palmdale. Riverside, you're at 74 degrees, and heading over to Laguna Beach, you're currently at 62. You'll see high wind warnings in effect, also a wind advisory in effect for the Santa Clarita Valley. That's going to continue to be the case into the overnight hours, and just to our north over Santa Barbara County and up into San Luis Obispo County as well. We're also dealing with windy conditions. That's what the blue and the yellow on your screen indicates right there. Wind-wise right now through the Grapevine, it's starting to, well, gust, and we're looking at sustained winds at 14 miles an hour, 13 for Palmdale. The Ventura and Santa Barbara County coastline starting to look at windy conditions, and other than that, we are looking at calm conditions in the lower elevations, at least for now. Earlier today, we made it to 79. That was for downtown, average is 75. And by tomorrow, looking at a pretty similar forecast, you'll see over the next 24 hours, 50s, 60s, and 70s into your inland spots. We're still expecting 90s, actually. And in the basin, again, 70s. In the coast, we're looking at 70s as well. Flirting with 80s still for tomorrow, and that's still the case for Wednesday, but we're cooling down into your Thursday and into your Friday. You're going to see a significantly cooler forecast, and we're starting to pick things right back up again as we head into your Memorial Day weekend. Lena and Sylvia, back to you. And back here on Earth, we're expecting, well, some changes in our forecast. We'll have those changes for you coming up in just a few minutes.
I always love when I see stories like that. We're having these major bouts of warm weather because you see how useful it can be. Exactly. They can be harnessed and put to great use.
It's wonderful. Yeah, solar energy is a great thing, and we certainly have a lot of it right now, right about now. But things are about to change.
Okay.
So we'll get into those changes coming up in just a minute. But first, we want to talk about what we can expect in the short term. And of course, we're going to talk long term. We've got a holiday weekend coming up, Memorial Day. So we've got more on that coming up as well. But first, let's take you outside this evening. And as we do, well, a look from Mount Wilson. You're going to see mostly cleared to your inland spots. Off in the distance, a little bit of low cloud cover out there, and temperatures pretty mild quite this evening. You're going to see 65 degrees, and that's right here at the Broadcast Center in Studio City. Temperature-wise, we're looking at 60s and 70s out there as well. 64 degrees in downtown, 69 in Santa Clarita, 76 in Palmdale, and as we head over to Riverside, you're currently at 73 degrees. We've got a high wind warning in store, wind advisories in store as well for the Santa Clarita Valley. We've got warnings for the LA County Mountains, the Ventura County Mountains, staying in effect through tomorrow evening. So some of the windiest conditions taking place into the overnight hours, but we're still expecting wind to persist through tomorrow evening. You're going to see 14-mile-an-hour winds right now in Gorman, 11 for Palmdale. Calm elsewhere at the moment, but again, we are expecting breezy to windy conditions all around as we head into the next 24 hours. You'll see earlier today, 79, that was the forecast high in downtown. Average is 75, and record number is 100, so we didn't get anywhere close to that. But over the next 24 hours, we're still going to be above average, 50s, 60s, and yes, 70s. But not only 70s, we're flirting with 80 degrees for downtown. Santa Monica, 72, Palmdale, 95, and Woodland Hills, you're getting up to 92 degrees by the time we hit the afternoon. So just to recap, we've got a windy night ahead. We're also expecting windy conditions as we head into tomorrow. Onshore flow persisting with morning clouds, so that's going to be the case especially along the coast, with more sunshine by the afternoon. Very warm, even hot in some spots as we head into tomorrow. Temperatures peaking tomorrow, and then low pressure starts to settle in. And once it settles into Southern California, we are expecting a cooler forecast. For the valleys in the Inland Empire, you're going to see sunny conditions over the next few days with a cool down in store as we head toward the weekend. 90s for tomorrow, flirting with 90 by Wednesday, low 80s by Thursday, and a good 20-degree difference. By the time we head into Friday, we're going from 92 to 72. Big difference, but picking temperatures right back up again as we head into your holiday weekend, Saturday, and eventually getting warmer Sunday and Monday. So we're going to continue to track that Memorial Day forecast for you as we move through the week. But remember, for now, warm and then cooling down toward the end of the week and picking it up right back up again as we head toward the weekend. All right, Lena and Sylvia, back to you.
All right.
And we're expecting some major changes in our forecast. We'll have that full forecast coming right up.
Plus a little.
With a look at the forecast. Hi, Ev.
Well, Rick and Jared, we are expecting a windy night, a warm day, followed by a cool down. So those are your main 3 points of your forecast. We're going to get through your advisories right here. High wind warning in effect for the higher elevations, the LA and Ventura County mountains, along with a wind advisory that's in effect for the Santa Clarita Valley. We're expecting windy conditions to last at least through tomorrow evening, looking at windy conditions through passes and canyons at the moment, but still expecting the wind to continue to pick up into the overnight hours. As we head into the next 24 hours, we're still expecting a very warm forecast similar to today, keeping things nice, warm, sunny by Wednesday, but then we're cooling things down as we head into your Thursday and Friday with a mix of clouds and sun as we head into your Saturday. For the coast, we're still warm tomorrow, even expecting more sunshine by Wednesday, but by Thursday, we're cooling it down to the upper 60s. By Friday, we're in the mid 60s. By Saturday, a little warmer. And for the valleys in the Inland Empire, hot, cooler, and then warmer for the weekend. Back to you.
All right, Evelyn, thanks.